Okay, without a doubt, we're triggering everyone with this video. And what do I mean by that? We're going to trigger those that are ready to go up hard for the Knit Rnr boot because they fully support it. Hey, thank you, welcome. We're going to trigger those who absolutely despise this as the worst creation, not just by Kanye and Adidas, but possibly in sneakers altogether. And hey, welcome too. Then we're also going to trigger like those few that, well, we know how they feel about me owning Yeezys. Nonetheless, I'm super excited to own the Yeezy Knit Rnr boot in the Sulfur colorway. Before we get to the actual unboxing, let's go over how I choose to style this pair 4 different ways, and yeah, we'll cover everything else. Oh, and also, they are waterproof. 1 boot, 4 looks. Please be sure to sound off in the comments section, like always, which look is your favorite. For the first look, outside of the knit Adidas beanie on my head, I am actually rocking a full Fear of God Essentials layered look. So you have the Harvest hoodie that recently released, you have the track nylon half zip in the moss colorway, and also the buttercream sweats. For size reference, I'm a small in everything you see here. The second look features a very special jacket. So yes, this is a Sneaks collaboration jacket with ALU Black. Picked this up while in Milwaukee recently. And then also, just because of the yellow incorporated in the Sulfur boot, I have on a Kobe All-Star t-shirt in black, an eBay find not too long ago. And then finally, I'm also rocking the black Taylor N17 pants in the gray colorway. I have a full breakdown on my channel of these as well. And the third look is another layered outfit. So on the top, you have the Richie Lee Collection denim jacket in a size medium. You have an H&M open hooded cardigan in the taupe colorway, also a size medium, with a basic everyday H&M tee in brown. And then finally, Adidas pants that taper at the bottom. The final look features another Adidas beanie on top, boot cut camo pants by Minimal, an Essentials t-shirt in the charcoal colorway, and finally an Adidas jacket in tan.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish.
Hello everybody, it's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh T Yeezy, MA2 TJ T Essentials, and so excited to have this video out for you guys. Now, if you recall, the initial release date for the Knit Rnr boot in the Sulfur colorway was November 13th at a price point of $400. And when that dropped, I actually posed a question in a poll on my Twitter _talkswithtj, because I think both Ye and Jerry did something very interesting in the fact that these are not considered luxury or designer sneakers. However, in the Knit Rnr boot priced at $400, and then Jerry's Fog 1 with Nike when he was still contracted with them, that was released at $350. And you have these really high price points that people will shy away from. And I was just curious, is it the price point, or is it just the fact that you have a limit you would not spend? Is it the shoe itself? Is it a preference? And most people said no, like they just will not spend that amount. But I am curious also, is it you won't spend that on a retail pair, but maybe you will spend possibly more resale if you really want the sneaker? Because if you guys recall, I didn't end up spending the $350 retail on the Fog 1, but I spent $700 resale because it meant that much after the fact that, yes, I doubled back and picked that up, and you guys saw that unboxing, and hey, thanks for being part of the journey. So please go ahead and comment below. First, we'll just talk price. When it comes to the Yeezy Knit Rnr boot, is it the price? Now, access, that was another thing. It only dropped on 2 places, okay? It was confirmed in Yeezy Supply, and if you know, you may just not even try on Yeezy Supply. Confirmed also told me I didn't need that, just like it told me I didn't need the Home Alone pair, the forums, thank God for Hibbit, and I was able to get that. But in terms of access, you either won there or you had to run to the secondary market. And yes, I am beyond grateful to have gotten this pair, because I didn't care when I got it. I didn't need to get it in November when it dropped. No, for the fact that I live where it's a colder climate in the winter, this is probably one of the most functional pairs added to my collection for 2021. If it's one thing, Kanye will create something polarizing and he will get everyone to talk about him, whether you love him or hate him. And a lot of people seem to hate this boot. This is the Yeezy Knit Rnr boot in the Sulfur colorway that released on November 13th, 2021 at a retail price of $400. The base of the boot is clearly inspired by the earlier release of the Adidas Yeezy Knit Rnr that also dropped in the Sulfur colorway, except if you recall, they don't actually say waterproof on the side, and we'll get to that. But you have this knit material on the bottom. Within the inside, of course, others have cut it open, and it does have that similar structure of the foam runner. You have Adidas on the back heel part, and when you're looking at the midsole, you see these very aggressive, rugged ridges and this very rugged outsole. Now also keep in mind, because of how thick the midsole is, you may or may not gain 1 inch in height, maybe 1.5. That's not a bad thing. If you're a Fear of God Essentials fan, no joke, the upper of the sneaker reminds you of various shades of items that have dropped over the last year. You have a mix of canvas and textile on the upper, as well as suede, and as you guys can see here, a size 7, so that's a full size up from my true size 6. In addition to the Ortholite insole, you have this additional padding that's right down there at the base of your heel and going up along the shaft of the boot itself to make for a very comfortable fit. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to pull Fear of God Essentials pieces just to show how each of these shades is actually present in the upper of the Yeezy Knit Rnr boot. This was actually the most intriguing part of the shoe, the utility of this boot being waterproof, yet I actually didn't see anyone prove and show online that it's waterproof, so here you go. The functionality of the boot proves accurate. As you can see, the water has no effect on the boot itself. It simply rolls off or beads, allowing you to easily wipe away any excess water that may be left on top of the boot itself. If you actually love the design, just know the functionality of the boot is accurate and works just as advertised. Outside of how this boot looks, the sizing is arguably the most controversial part of the boot itself. So yes, I went up a full size to a 7, and it's a great fit. Going up to an 8 just would have been too big for me personally. By boot standards, this is still lightweight, but it won't be as lightweight as, say, a Yeezy 700 or a 350 V2, so please keep that in mind, but it's still light again for a boot itself. If we're talking comfort, absolutely gets the job done. I give it a 9.5 out of 10 on that scale. Okay, so let's go over the outrage for the boot itself, and I like the comedy behind it. People are saying, is this truly just like a social experiment at this point of what will people pick up just because it has the Kanye name on it? And listen, I don't think you're wrong. I think there is some truth in that. And I also, again, it's kind of funny that way. However, we just have to subjectively keep in mind, like keep this in mind. Sneakers, and I'm just saying sneakers, but it can be boots, it can be slides, it can be whatever. It's all subjective based on your personal preference. If you in no way, shape, or form like the shoe, it's not appealing to you. The beauty of free will, you never have to put that shoe on your foot. You never have to have that shoe behind you on a wall of shoes that you own, in a box, in a stack. Nowhere. You don't have to. And even though you may just absolutely hate it, there are people out there that won't hate it. They will feel the opposite, okay? A total 180 of you. They will like it. They will appreciate it. They'll want to wear it. They'll want to style it. They will find some purpose for it in their lives. And guess what? They're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're not wrong for loving it. You're not wrong for hating it. However, the comment sections for the videos for this boot are hilarious. Like, if you need a laugh, just go look at the comments for like almost any video that's reviewing or breaking down the Knit Rnr boot, and I promise you, one for the ages. Now, those comments though can be gems because I realized that the waterproof test had not been done. I'm not really sure why, because the shoe is indeed waterproof. Now, somebody thankfully commented, on my Instagram, they work in materials and textiles. So they go, hey, this is my thing. I know this is my area of expertise. So still make sure that you buy the spray to coat it, because yes, it has the factory coating, but over time that will wear off and the shoe will no longer be considered waterproof. That's how a lot of materials are. So I fully intend to pick that up just so I can continue to have the functionality of the boot being waterproof. As you guys saw in the breakdown of the unboxing, it's absolutely amazing to have that. Again, if you live somewhere where you have to deal with rain and snow, and I'm all for it. So trust you will find me in this boot all fall, all winter. But of course, it's just meant for that. Once the season breaks and we're in spring, that shoe's going away, just because it is rather warm and I don't want my feet overly hot in spring. It's definitely out of sight, out of mind come summer, but it does what it's intended to do: be a boot, be warm, have a waterproof element, and then it's gonna turn heads. It's gonna be a conversation starter, because people will go, oh my god, I can't believe you have those on your feet, or oh my god, you have those. One of two things are gonna happen, and hopefully it's still a good interaction for you. I don't know. It's gonna be 50-50 on this video. It's gonna be like some love, possibly. There's definitely gonna be the opposite of that, but we'll break down tomorrow some lessons I learned in 2021, because no matter what, smile, be grateful, look at the just look at the upside of everything in life. And for those who hate the boot and they comment on everyone's video that they hate the boot, that's still actually helping the video. So thanks for voicing your opinion, good or bad, either way. Thanks for tuning into this video, liking it or hating it, either way. Please comment below your thoughts on the Yeezy Knit Runner boot. Now, there have been, of course, like some mock-ups on the internet. Who knows when we'll see an additional color, because for the insulated boot, they've already shown the black color, the black colorway on Kanye, so maybe he'll release that. I tweeted out, I think, way back, like November 4th, before the shoe even dropped, much more a fan of the Knit Runner boot instead of the insulated boot. I think it's just the construction, and the insulated boot makes your toes look like so stubby that you almost don't have a front part of your foot. That's not the most appealing. Knit Runner boot, absolutely. I can't wait to see the additional carbon slate colorway that should drop for the just regular Knit Runner. So I'd like to own those. Also additional boots. So as always, comment below first off your favorite look for the boot itself, which was in the very beginning of this video, which is not normally what I do, but why not? Because the consensus on Twitter and Instagram, we can't wait to see how you're gonna style the boot. And I never understand like why there's so much anticipation of how I may choose to wear it, because I know that it's just what I like, and there could be tons of people that won't like it, and that's true, they won't. So I'm like, well, it'll work for me, it may not work for you, and that's all well and good at the end of the day. But now you see how I plan to wear this boot as I go by my life day to day, and I thank you for tuning in. So if you're not subscribed and you like what you see, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. Trying to finish the month out strong with a video a day, might be 2 videos a day, who knows. Nonetheless, I appreciate you as always. Act your age and not your shoe size. Peace.